Now we're in Psalm 103, 6 through 18. We're going to read the last paragraph that we talked about.
You ready?
Oh,
no, ready. The last paragraph. The Lord is compassionate and merciful, slow to get angry, and filled with unfailing love.
Keep going.
He will not constantly accuse us, nor remain angry forever.
He won't accuse us and remain angry. Know who you are now. Know that it takes strength and courage to not accuse anybody of anything. Because everything done in the dark will come to the light. And if you seek him, he will let you know how you're supposed to move, how you're supposed to talk. Because I believe he even wrote down that, you know what, in that hour, don't meditate on what you're going to say. Because whatever is in you is going to come out. That's scripture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is absolute scripture. I can't pinpoint where it's at. Don't worry about it. I will get there. But I'm just telling you, when it comes, when it's time for you to speak, don't meditate on what because whatever's in you, when you seek to find out that you are the image, know who you are somebody courageous, then know that you will win off top.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know who you are. That's why I say, man, when you find something that has a reflection that you can see yourself, you should smile. You should be smiling right now because you are somebody courageous. Not the fact that you are somebody courageous, that you are the image.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me, I'm going to say this again for my own self. I don't know about y'all. I'll let y'all go get some water or something. I'll let y'all go take a little break. Go pick up the little gift present wrappers off the floor because it's still on the floor. Some of y'all ain't cleaned it up.
Oh.
And I'm going to just say this again. You are somebody courageous. And it's not the fact that you're just courageous and you're strong like me, 6'6", 357 pounds. You've been in the waiting room about 5 weeks. You understand what I'm saying? Looking as good and everything. But know that you are the image. See, I'm not the physical. I'm getting to the spiritual right there. Know that you are the image. When I know that I'm the image, then I know that I got the power, then I know that I have the courage and the strength to go love somebody, and I know that when I go out and somebody see me and I ain't even got to talk about who I am and talk about what I'm doing, give me a fancy title, give me a fancy name, go out there and do anything fancy, dress all fancy. I ain't got to do anything for show and tell because I am the show and tell by the way that I walk. You can tell that I'm different because the way that I walk, I ain't from around here.
All right.
I'm from up.
Yeah.
I ain't got to wait till I'm dead to go find out them streets of gold. I'm telling you right now. I'm going to get it right now while I'm here. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know who I am.
Yeah.
And it say on earth as it is in heaven. Huh? On earth as it is in heaven. He ain't say pass earth and then you can get to heaven. First you got to pass earth. No, on earth as it is in heaven. I'm trying to give you something this morning. Oh, man. See, the power's so strong in here. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. The power's so strong in here, man. See, that's when you know you got power. That's confirmation. That's how you know when you know. That's a shirt. That's how you know when you know. It ain't explain. Nobody got to explain nothing to you. Ain't nobody got to tell you who you are, man. Do you know who you are, period? What you waiting on somebody to come tell you something? What if they don't tell you nothing good? You know, you got that person always come tell you something that happened, man. It ain't positive. And you know, sometimes you can't wait to go get that news. Sometimes you call that person because you know that person got the tea. Y'all better stop sipping that tea.
All right.
Believe with 3 lines on it. Because I mean that. Believe it. Colossians 4:5 and 4:6.
4, 5, 6. It says, live wisely among those who are not believers and make the most of every opportunity. Let your conversation be gracious and attractive so that you will have the right response for everyone.
This right here, my brothers and sisters, is a recipe to where you'll know who you are at all times. Because what was just read is telling you how to deal with Judas. Because everybody has a Judas. I told you to take the name out that they put in that book and put your name in that book. Mm-hmm. And I told you to know the image, right? Mm-hmm. So if the carpenter had somebody in his group that he hand selected, y'all ain't hearing me, man. the carpenter had a group of people that he hand selected. If the carpenter had a group of people that he hand selected, and somebody in that group from the beginning, since he hand selected them, was going to turn it back to him, he was kind and gentle to him. See? You understand what I'm saying? Because he knew what was going to happen. He knew who did it. You know how much, look, man, do you see the knowledge in what I'm saying? Or do you really see the knowledge of what I'm saying? Okay, you are the image, right? So if you have that type of power, you know that with this group of people that you have, your circle, by the way, you know that somebody in that circle going to turn on you. If you know somebody in that circle going to turn on you, then in this recipe, you know how to deal with them people. So it won't come to a shock. You won't be shocked. You won't be caught off guard. You won't be hurt. You won't be sick. You won't be wanting revenge. You'll know how to handle it. See, if we don't know who we are, if we don't go learn who we are, then we're not going to know how to fight this battle, which is called spiritual warfare, because it's going to continue to happen. It's not going to change, and it's not going to get better, because it's going to always happen. Once you put your mind and fight the war that's in your mind that you know this is going to happen, then you can win because you already know how to fight.
Yeah.
You ever got punched off guard? I have plenty of times. Plenty of times when somebody sucker punched me. How does it feel when you get sucker punched? It don't feel good at all. Because then you can't go retaliate because that person is burnt off. But if you know that was going to happen and you know that, then you know how to beware, how to fight that. So that way you won't put yourself in a position to you where you won't get sucker punched because somebody can't understand the truth. Somebody can't handle it. In your circle that you handpicked. Yeah, they can't handle the truth. You get a little taste of that truth, and then you get to speaking some of that truth. You know, some people can't handle it because they're not a part of, and then that's just an indication to let you know that, you know what, that hand-picked circle that you got, there's always a Judas in there. But I'm trying to tell you how to handle that Judas, so when that time comes, because that time gonna come, because every time that you read, every time you make progress, every time you're seeing, a Judas has to show up, man. You think you just gonna... You just think you're just going to slide by and not learn anything? You think you're just going to sin and just drive a sin? No, man, you got to go through some hurt. You got to go through some pain. You got to go through some situations. So stop complaining about it and dance through it. That's what the Bible, that's what the book said.
All right.
That's what the book said, man. Dance through that there, man. That's why you got to get up there. Sometimes you got to dog it. Yeah. You got to get in there, man. Stop, man. Come on, man. I got to have fun in life. You know, I take care of business, man. I got that business face on, but sometimes you got to have fun, man. Sometimes you got to know when to do this and you got to know when to do that. You got to know when to say this, you got to know when not to say that. You got to know. The only way you don't know, the only way that you got to unfilter, the only way that you just keep on talking because you ain't got no training. Man, you're a warrior, man. You're a warrior, man. That means you got to train to be a warrior, man. You ain't just, you birthed into the situation. We just read earlier, you birthed into the situation with all these gifts. You ain't even own them yet. You just happy you here. No power. Superman lost his world, came to Earth, and he had a fight with the other superhuman. But the other superhuman was in the military, and he was like, "Yeah, it took me this long to get this training to control all this here." And the old boy say, bro, I'm cut different. It ain't gonna take me that long. The next thing you know, his senses got, you know what I'm saying? And he caught it real quick and started beating the brakes off of him, right? That's because he already knew who he was. And he just got reminded, remember. So just think when you remind who you, so guess what Superman had to do? Superman had to go back home.
All right, sir.
Superman had to go back home, right? And when he went back home, his father, I have to stand up on my arm. His father already had a hologram on how to retrain yourself again. Remember. That's all you got to do. See, the father already said, he said, man, I will never leave you. Then what he telling people? What he say? When Moses died, what he told him? Say, look, man, I gave you these promises already. I ain't gonna never leave you. I ain't never leave him, so why would I leave you? That's the same illustration with Superman when he went back home. His daddy was dead. But his daddy already knew that it was going to come to a point in time where he had to go back and get some training.
Talk, sir.
Go search for yourself, your background. That's what Superman did. You don't think that you're a Superman or a Superwoman? You don't think that you're a Wonder Woman? That's for my queens out there. To let a false king come into your area, into your atmosphere, and suck up all your life, suck up all your soul, suck up all your spirit. You don't even know who you are again. And then when somebody come along with that good energy, with that good spirit, because they know who they are, they seek first the kingdom and everything will come unto them. They know Matthew 6:33. They know Luke 24:7. They know these things already. They know how to talk to you. You push them away because he's not talking your language, because the only language that you're used to hearing is a false language. You are the image. So if you took on somebody else's image, you are that image. So you better start image checking. We call it inventory. You better start image checking. Check their image. Man. Sometimes you got to tilt their brain. You got to find out what come on, man. You just have these dry conversations. You understand what I'm saying? You have a conversation with somebody, and you just sit there and listen, man. I promise you just sit there and listen. You ain't got to do no talking, because some of us like, I am the PhD. I am the master of all masters. I am the head MC. I'm the head leader. Man, you ain't got to do all that, man. All you got to do is listen. Because some people, when they talk, they're reaching out for help. And sometimes you got to be in position to give them a hand instead of just shining all your accolades. Because shining all your accolades, they already know you got the accolade. That's why they talking to you. We call that clout chasing. Don't let none of these definitions that they make up fool you. Clout chasing. Now, you got some information over here that I need. Okay, so I'm just going ahead and go over here and suck up as much as I can. That's what we're supposed to do, though, right? But the world teaches that's clout chasing. The world teaches that's wrong, that's bad. Nah, man, look. But you know what I'm saying? The spiritual aspect is, okay, you ask for knowledge, you seek it, you know what I'm saying? You will get it, you know? And then next thing you know, your creator will start putting people around you that's just like him in his image. And all you have to do is sit there and listen, because, hey, when it's time to talk, don't premeditate on what you don't say. Because in that hour, whatever's in you is going to come out. You are somebody courageous. You are the image. Tell that mountain to move in your life. I'm going to do this again and I'm done. You are somebody courageous. You are the image. Tell that mountain to move right now. If you did not do it, because any mountain that's in my way right now, I done already moved it out the way. Now look how I did it, man. That means because I believe in it. That's why I put it with 3 lines under there. You better believe that mountain gonna move. You can't say to the mountain move when you don't believe it.
Yeah.
Still gonna be there. You're gonna run dead smack into it. Be a spiritual warrior during this spiritual warfare. Which means know that you got to train to be a special warrior in this game. And know that God going to always give you that health over there when you down on your last. Know that he going to be there for you, because he already promised it in the book to when Joshua took over. He already promised it. So I'm telling you, go see for it, because the information is in there and it's already written. And, you know, we scared to read because we don't want to read. We'll Google it or something and still when we Google it, we don't apply. When I'm telling you right now, these are the things that you should apply.
Yeah.
Go search for yourself. Church for the unchurched. Thank you for your time. Go search for yourself. Thank you for your time. Go search for yourself. Know who you are. When you know who you are, nothing can stop you. Nothing can get in your way. Nothing can stop you from getting to what you belong to. Because he said, I'm going to give you everything you need. Stop worrying about the stuff that you want. Don't worry about all that. Whatever you need, he's going to give it to you. When it's time to give it to you, that means that you got to keep training. Because if you stop training, he'll take it away. If you stop training, you'll be buried alive. If you stop training, you won't know who you are whatsoever. And that's why all these distractions, that's why he say, don't get distracted, don't get fooled. Because he know that there's going to be some stuff out there, and he already know that the image that you built out, because you was full of pride and you didn't have no humility whatsoever, he took all that pride and turned it into humility. Now you got time to listen. Now you got time to think. That's why that happens all the time. Know who you are, because if you don't have a prideful heart, you won't have to worry about humility whatsoever. And if you do get humiliated, you know how to be a Job in that situation, to where, hey man, you still going to get up and you still going to praise him, because you still thankful for what little you do have. I'm done. Cut it off.